My brother said, no hard feelings, after announcing his engagement to my ex-fiancée at my birthday dinner that I paid for, $4,200. I smiled, none at all. Then I stopped paying his car note. My brother Colton clinked his glass at the head of the table and said he had an announcement. 26 people went quiet. It was my 32nd birthday dinner at a private dining room I'd booked 3 weeks in advance. The bill was already at $4,200 and climbing because I told everyone to order whatever they wanted. Colton stood up, pulled Janine close, and said they were engaged. Janine, the woman I'd proposed to 14 months ago. The woman who told me she wasn't ready for marriage. The woman who moved out of our apartment while I was at a work conference and left a note on the counter that said, I need to find myself. She found herself at my brother's place, apparently. The table erupted. My mom started crying happy tears. My dad raised his glass. My aunts were already asking about the wedding date. Everyone was hugging and congratulating them while I sat there with a $4,200 tab and a piece of steak going cold on my plate. Not one person looked at me. Colton walked over and squeezed my shoulder. No hard feelings, right? You can't control who you fall in love with. I looked up at him. This was the same brother whose car note I'd been paying for 3 years because he couldn't hold a job longer than 4 months. The same brother whose apartment deposit I covered when he got evicted. The same brother whose credit card debt I paid off twice, totaling nearly $11,000. I'd been carrying Colton financially since he was 22 because mom always said family takes care of family, and I was stupid enough to keep believing her. I smiled at him. None at all. I meant it too, because I was done. Monday morning, I called the bank and canceled the automatic payment on Colton's car note. $487 a month I'd been sending for 36 months straight. That's $17,532 of my money sitting in his driveway. Then I called his landlord because I'd been co-signing his lease and supplementing rent by $600 a month since he only made enough to cover half. I removed myself from the agreement. Then I called the phone company. Colton had been on my family plan for 4 years. I removed his line. By Tuesday afternoon, my phone was blowing up. Colton called from Janine's phone since his was already disconnected. What happened to my phone? I removed you from my plan. You should get your own. But I can't afford that right now. That sounds like something to discuss with your fiancé. He got quiet. Then his voice shifted. Is this about the engagement? I thought you said no hard feelings. I don't have hard feelings, Colton. I just don't have your bills anymore either. He hung up on me. 2 weeks later, his car got repossessed from Janine's driveway. He'd missed the first payment in 3 years because he didn't know the amount, the due date, or even which bank held the loan. He called me screaming. They towed my car in front of Janine's neighbors. That's what happens when you don't make your car payments. You were paying my car note, and now I'm not. Mom called 30 minutes later already crying. Why are you punishing your brother? He found love. You should be happy for him. I am happy for him. I'm also happy for my bank account. He needs that car for work. Then he should make his payments. You're being petty and cruel over a woman. I'm being financially responsible. For the first time in 3 years, she started sobbing harder. You're tearing this family apart. I almost laughed. Mom, I paid $4,200 for a birthday dinner where my brother announced his engagement to my ex-fiancée. Nobody even sang happy birthday. I've spent over $40,000 keeping Colton afloat for 3 years. I'm not tearing anything apart. I'm just done building things for people who don't notice I'm in the room. She hung up on me. My dad texted that night. Your mother is very upset. Fix this. I didn't respond. Colton lost the apartment the following month. Moved in with Janine, who had a roommate situation that didn't allow extra people, so they fought constantly. Janine called me at midnight once asking if I could help cover his share of groceries. I let it go to voicemail. Last week, Colton showed up at my front door looking like a different person. Wrinkled clothes, dark circles under his eyes, unshaven for weeks. I need help, he said quietly. Janine kicked me out. I leaned against the door frame and looked at my brother standing there with nothing. No hard feelings?